evolution of that. That's huge.
I mean, I did want to not let it slip through as a negative example.
10 out of 10 AGM could have used more
So much porn wall.
Good lord, it is so fucking cold here.
So put on more clothes.
Okay, we good.
Good?
Rainbow! Oh, no rainbow.
And now, you can donate for the videos if you want to see it afterwards. So I will turn them off right now.
Music on.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes.
Do you want to hear
Listen
music?
to your master.
Yes.
Yes, the whole package.
Everybody wants to hear music. Music is a must.
Concentrate. Just a
Spirit World music, come on. What can be better?
The Diggs danger level.
It's like the best soundtrack ever.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Dr. Coxter at your service.
3, 2, 1, go. Thank fuck.
Okay.
Game is so
This
good.
is Island Peril, the game.
Oh, True Castle Hill.
It is a Doom clone. Very
Can you turn the music down so we can hear your buddy on Skype?
Madame Desiree, the guy who in chat, and still not a band, but whatever. The main thing in this game, if you're familiar with Doom running, you know that in Doom you can move in a fun way, in like an angle, sort of straight running. And the thing about this game is there is actually straight running, but it is really hard to perform because you have to press like a weird amount of buttons and you can't change the controls. So basically you run with arrows, you sprint with shift, you strike with alt, so you have to kind of press alt shift, two buttons and you can turn, so it's kind of SR50 in the case of the... to jump you have to cross your hands, so you kind of have to press left shift to jump, so if you want to make a strafe jump, you're kind of screwed because you have to hit strafe with your weak foot, which basically makes it insanely hard. So to the enemies, like first stage really shows off two types of enemies. Tweed, which are the guys with pistols, they are not really interesting, they are pretty much zombie soldiers from Doom. They are as weak and as dying as fast. And the second type of enemies are bodybuilders, which are the guys with shotguns. They are the most common enemies throughout the game. They also make that laugh, which kinda was scaring me during my first playthrough. I was thinking that's another enemy, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, another enemy which was already shown, but I'm kind of delay, so you know, was a Underworld Devil, which is like the guy who said Mojo. I hope he did it. I guess he did. He always does that. It's like sort of an Emperor type of demon. And I'm still back in chat. I can't spam him also, but they are like bodybuilders and underworld demons are the most common enemies in this game. So I'm not really mentioning about stages because first two stages are pretty straightforward. There are like, I say that there are three types of stages in a game. First is a straightforward level where you just go and collect stuff. Second is where you kinda getting lost, but it's still kinda straightforward, so it is fine. And the third one is the stage where you have 1 million of switches and you just have to run around randomly pressing them and then guessing what have you opened. So first two are kind of fine, so I'm not really commentating on them. So the bolt weapons. So far he got shotgun, which is the weapon which is less used. Speed jump, I guess. The most serious weapons are machine gun and flamethrower, and also machine gun, as Pingu sometimes pointed out, looks like a marshmallow stick.
Yes. I mean, come on. Who made this design?
I mean, even on the weapon to the in the
Could let Miss
in the
icedpingu's game
bottom
go
left,
quickly.
it looks like a good machine gun. In the end, just something. Okay, map 3 is
No, no.
plot draw because first
God,
really
deswegen finde ich nett.
shitty map where you have to press a lot of switches and collect a lot of keys. And you don't really know what you
Vielleicht
open
Raffi.
when you collect the key. And also some doors are like not they don't have a color, so you get a key. Okay, you just now go and click and at all doors, so you can probably open someone. And this is the stage where you can effectively save time by doing the straight running, which Pingu doesn't do because straight running was discovered by me.
Okay, I totally forgot to tell that the game likes to crash.
Oh, it already did.
Yeah.
Good game.
Is this invisible wall?
Did you have a save file?
No, I.
So you have to start from the first level.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's
Oh. I
So
forgot.
does that mean that the 1 hour 10
You should
estimate
say
is just because of crashes?
stage.
Sound vielleicht
Yeah,
damals
it's
nicht
only
von
4
Leuten
minutes,
so.
so it's really bad. I mean, if something like that happened after map 5, I would be disappointed because map 5 is a beast. Nah, still should get underestimated. I mean, it's easy, come on. There are like only 2 hard maps. Randomly changing for a month, and that's still 86 seconds. So now that I can take this from the beginning, I can slowly talk about stuff. Like, Pingu doesn't do straight running simply because straight running was discovered by me like 1 week ago, when he said like, dude, make a commentary for years, and I was like, oh damn. The thing behind it, this round first got seen on Bad Games got featured on the Bad Games Marathon, which was like 4 months ago, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was doing the comments with him because he was like so lonely.
Aber das 100
I was like,
Mbit.
hey, somebody wants to make a comment. And I was like, what is this game like? He said, it's a Doom clone. And I, as a Doom runner, said, oh my god, I'm making this. And I was like, just watching and laughing, kinda, because what happens, I don't even know. Some random enemies, like bodybuilders with shotguns, some green guys, demons, flying heads, modules and stuff. Yeah, and then he kind of asked, can you do this for essay? And I was like, dude, of course. And then I had to play through the game because I wanted to make a real commentary, not like, oh, this is such a funny enemy, ah ha 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 ha. And now let's all laugh at it. So, kind of, if you know, the thing which I kind of like about that game is all the items are really solid. Some of enemies like Mojo guys, which with spears, they send a fire to you, and fire it goes straight and then it falls, and then it like goes on the floor, and if while it goes on the floor it hits item, it gets stuck, it dies there, so you kind of can hide behind medkits and stuff. This is really stupid, but I really used it in playthrough. What to say, like, for lowest armor, which they gives you 1 armor, you have sunglasses.
Yeah.
And you can put like 1,100 sunglasses on you. Isn't that cool?
Totally.
That game came out in 1995, I guess.
Yes.
I double checked that, but I might have forgotten that. So the most useful weapons, as I said earlier, are machine gun and flamethrower, and oh no, there's still rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher.
And Mambo Grande, which is the BFG, but we will talk about that later. Also save in the beginning of each stage.
Yeah. Right.
The thing with that game, if you die, you start from the beginning of the stage. And if you save it, saved in the middle of stage, and when you load, you start at the beginning of the stage. There is nothing you can do about it. Also, at the end of second stage, I just noticed there was an enemy which was like slightly short for a couple of seconds. It's a big flying yellow mask thing. This is kind of one of the. This was one of the scariest enemy for me throughout the whole game before I realized how easy to kill it.
Yeah.
Basically, you can just stun lock it with machine gun, which you can't really do with like underworld devils, mojo guys. They will just keep on shooting fire at you, and this mask and some other enemies are just getting bopped. So about enemies, I already said that dweebs are like zombie soldiers, bodybuilders are like shotgun zombies, mojos are like imps. And there is a small head flying, which is highly reminds of Lost Soul from Doom, which actually does some stupid sort of attack, like it also sends fire. So I don't really know how to say what enemy from Doom it might be. It might be either in Lost Soul or Kakurine or something combined. I'm still doing map 3, already map 4.
I'm all on map 3.
Yeah, map 3 is, as I said, is one big map where you just run around. And also it features the great fire blue wall in some places, which completely kills the stream quality. If your stream quality is low enough, then you just get pixels. Very famous from Doom runners and just playthroughs and stuff. Finally I can type. There's my type goggles. That's me. Self-advertisement. I'm just a self. Yeah, kinda, you know. Do you play with music?
What?
Do you play with music on?
Yeah, but then we can't understand you, unfortunately.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
Whatever. The worst thing about the music in that game is that it has some MIDI going and some, not like, it has a beat going. Ticks, like tick, 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 and that sounds really stupid. The story, yeah. Let's talk about the story. So you are, I won't say that because I might get banned on Skype or something like that. You're a guy who name I wrote in chat and got banned, but whatever. And you're like the former crime fighter or something like that, or detective. And sometimes you, sometimes in the past, you send the main how's that, antagonist from the game, the bad boss, to jail. Now he comes out and he decides to take his revenge. So he kind of captures Samantha Chicks. Was she Chicks? Samantha Smith. Yeah. She was Samantha Hot Chicks Smith, something like that. And
Sweet Chicks, yeah.
Sweet Chicks, yeah. And takes her to the island. So you kind of have to go and rescue her. That's the whole story. And the thing is, in between levels, there are cutscenes. Which are you not watching because you haven't made it? We might show like one, like the last cutscene of the game, because it is good. They're random. First time I saw that game, I thought that cutscenes were like kind of a story progression, because that actually made sense in how randomly they popped up during Bad Games Marathon. So it was like making a good story, but in the end it turned out that they are completely random. But the cutscenes between stages feature like 5 out of how much? 7 enemies in the game. With the main boss there, 7 enemies. So dweebs, bodybuilders, mojo, small flying head, big flying head, and the voodoo
That has never happened before.
Oh, what happened there?
I died.
You never die.
Oh my god. This game.
Oh wow. Can I shove in a donation real quick?
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, we have a $10 donation from Dr. Zaf, saying, too bad I'm not there to join you during the run. Anyways, good luck. The game looks awesomely awful. Put the donation towards icedpingu's choice.
Time.
Yeah, the cutscenes.
Cutscenes, I approve.
I was talking about cutscenes. Yeah, cutscenes feature like four enemies. They feature bodybuilders, whips, modules. Oh no, actually 5. Which voodoo gods and evil boss. And they like have each has I believe 3 cutscenes. Plus I believe evil boss has 2 and Samantha has 3 or 4, something like that. So
Yeah.
it's totally 17 cutscenes, so it kind of fits the amount of stages.
Right.
Plus the cutscene which you get after defeating the last boss, which is totally worth it because it's like, why would you go for saving to the other than something like that? Also, if I'm not mistaken, some of these actors in cutscenes, which you are obviously not watching now, are porn actors or something like that.
Yeah, 2 of them are porn actors. I've searched them.
So are they
Just for research, scientific research.
So map 4 was kind of an unfortunate one to die off. It's one of the long maps. Pretty
Yeah.
straightforward though, but kinda... It is just long. It also has some weird progression.
Yeah, I've seen it on your stream. You thought it was a secret, and then you go all backwards, and I thought, no, go turn around. You're on the right way.
Yeah, when I went for secret, I thought that I kind of wasn't expecting that to be that obvious. Secrets in this game are really obvious. They are not. They're not counting in after stage. After stage, there only counts amount of items you collected and the enemies you killed. Only that percentage. So you don't really know if you visit all the secrets or not. So
Okay.
to kind of throw a 100% category for the game.
Yeah.
I think it's just more like kill all enemies because collecting stuff is just stupid because you need to shoot out bullets and stuff just to be able to collect anything. And sometimes you just can't lose much. The enemies, everything got shown so far. So about voodoo gods. Voodoo gods are the guys who heavily lost, like and then they walk. They're like big black guys. No offense. And they just kind of disappear and throw the blue things at you, which are obviously amount of the things shots, which you don't really have to understand. That's the BFG of that game, which will be probably map 6 or 7. They are really like dangerous. They go invisible. They go invisible, and if you're, I think you told me that this is possible. I never checked that. Bingo said that if they like go back in human world, I don't know how to tell it. If they stop being transparent while you're in the middle of them, you die. Like they telefrag you. I don't know if this is true. I was always afraid of that, so I never really tried. But you don't realize how easy to kill these guys before you actually find out that the flamethrower isn't instantly falling down. While you're shooting the flame, it goes straight, as I said earlier, and then it falls, so it kind of hits him 3 times while it goes forward, and while it falls, and while it is on the floor. So it kind of killed him with 3 flamethrower shots, which is really fast because I wasn't able to hit him his cycle with 5 rockets. He needs 5 rockets or 6, and you can't hit it in 1 cycle of transparency. Map 5 is the first map which is second map which is complete bullshit because you just have to run around and press switches, and with your first playthrough you might get confused because you just find out some switch, you press it, and well, okay, what's next?
Random shit.
Because like
Just some
something
pixels.
opened, and 2 or 3 enemies make no sound when they appear, like heads do no sound at all.
Yes.
And in some places you just have to run around the stage and watch stuff to open. Some doors are not really open and you have to get to them and press them so they open. There's a bunch of secrets in that stage. Like they are easily noticeable. You can look at the wall and one is like a bit more transparent or something like that. Just go and there's a secret, and there's like sunglasses which give you 1 armor. Like great secret. Have you found the loop tube or water rifle already?
Not yet.
Well, yeah, about weapons. There are weapons which I wasn't really able to use during the playthrough because I thought they were just for funsies. There is a water rifle, and which actually has like, infinite ammo. If you go to some pool, you just can refill it. And I was thinking that this thing does no damage because I was firing at somebody. I don't know. And he was just not dying, and I was like, fuck this. So I just left it be, and I never used that item. And then I entered like the help menu of the game and read what this thing actually does. The water rifle, the water rifle deals damage to fire enemies. So that means it does damage to Mojo guys, to
The flame
Tiki,
heads,
and to small heads. Probably somebody else, I don't really know. I haven't been testing that. And there is another water weapon, the loop tube, which... yeah, I remember now. I found out that this thing should do damage, but...
It doesn't do any damage.
And doesn't do any damage, because I was thinking that this is a water rifle. And this thing slows down enemies. And I got an enemy to stay on one place, and when he reached the point where he just can't move anymore, he just stays there, and I was shooting him and nothing was happening. I was like, dude, why would you put this weapon in this game? And this is already awful enough.
Yeah.
The AI of enemies and about stage 6 I guess. This is also another stage where you kind of run around. There's like a progression trick, not really a trick, but if you know that there is a switch in Black Room, which he already hit a long time ago, you kind of go there first. But in your first playthrough you obviously don't know that, so you kind of run around, press switches before the light button pops up in the middle of a field for some reasons, because video games. And then only then you realize that there is a switch in the dark room, so that knowledge cuts this level in half. Goes all that big tunnel in the end. You're kind of supposed to get there, press button, and then return.
Okay, aber das ist na Dumbo A3D.
And you won't realize that nothing went up. The AI in that game is really dumb.
Totally.
Because if you know Doom games, enemies there, they are moving towards you. They are moving chaotically, so they kind of try to get to you, but at the same time they are not really moving straightforward. They can go in some rooms and stuff, like try to fight if they actually got hit by somebody. In this game, enemies don't fight. I mean, they can kill each other, but they won't fight.
Yeah.
Second thing is that enemies go just straight to you. They just go. There's a wall, they will hit that wall, and they will keep going there.
Yes.
And it is actually really stupid because map 4 had already these depths where you can just fall down, and enemies will just fall down there. I mean, map 11 beginning will be a perfect example of how stupid AI is, because you spawn and there's a lot of, well, sort of dangerous enemies around, and they will just fall down and die, because why not? Lava in this game acts like water, so you kind of get stuck in that, but at the same time, if you can't really jump. If you jump in water or lava, you don't really go fast. So it is bad to get in lava. It isn't featured in many stages, but it's kind of deadly. So map 7 already. Map 7 should be good. So the map. Don't really. I can't really remember it, to be honest. I refreshed all the 17 maps today, just during the Zelda run, to remember what is which one about. I don't really remember 7 one. I remember 8 one, because I had some troubles with it. Next map 8, also has some stupid progression for secrets, where there are like 2 secrets it's also difficult to save, I guess. Map 7, you should pick Mambo Grande here. Is it right?
Right. I've picked it up.
Mambo Grande is like BFG of that game. It looks really weird.
It looks like a missile from an airplane.
Yeah, that looks like a big fat missile when it lies on the ground. When you hold it, it looks like, I don't know, some sort of controller thing. Or also rocket launcher and a flamethrower looks pretty much alike, only that flamethrower has a fire going on through it. The rocket launcher is very useful against the modules because it just takes 3 hits. You don't really want to spend it. I don't know how on speedrun, but in normal playthrough you don't really want to spend rockets. Because they are pretty rare up to the last 4 stages of the game. So you kinda have to buy them. Yeah, about buying. You probably have noticed. You probably have noticed that he has a money thing on his interface. He won't be spending any money, well, first because the donation incentive hasn't been met, and the second one because you don't really do that in speedrun. Because you have enough ammo. I watched the speedrun like once or twice completely, and it has good ammo management, to be honest.
Only safe ones.
When you... I know that I have a delay, I'm just kinda trying to commentate on the game itself, not on the current stage. And I just know what this next stage will be about, so I'm just kinda trying to do it more reasonable. What was I talking about? I already forgot. Something about...
You were talking about the weapons.
Yeah, I remember about weapons. About Island Treats. So yeah, there's you can spend money in Island Treats kiosk thingy. So you either can buy 8 shotgun shells, 30 machine gun bullets, 0.5 flamethrower fuel, and I guess something like 1 rocket or 30 Mambo Grande charges. That sounds like that. I'm not really sure. So basically, rockets are really, and everything costs $5.
5 coins. Or whatever the currency is.
Whatever that, yeah. Dollars, cents, whatever. So that makes the rocket launcher kind of the most expensive thing to get ammo for. So I kind of want to minimize that thing, or you want to just spam rockets and get anything else but rockets from the stage and just buy rockets in that thing. This is, yeah, I'll do too. The thing which doesn't do damage, just slows enemies. So if you have, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of trying to talk, but if you have any questions, just free to ask in chat. I will answer them. The map is that, yeah, it's a Spirit World. Spirit World is map 9. It is probably the longest map in the entire game. I mean, it isn't bad because, I mean, you kind of have to progress through secret to collect purple key. Though I'm not sure if you need purple key. So you probably do, like at the end there's a door, but that's not like hard to find. That's not a hard thing to find. A key or a secret in this game. But this whole stage is really long, and the very middle of it, I believe this is this one stage, you have another key which is, I believe, green, which lies on a very small platform in the middle of like nothing. And yeah, movement. Since you don't want to fall down, obviously, because then you will have to start from the beginning of the stage. Because even if you save, you have to go from the beginning, because good saving system. And the movement is working in a way that you go forward, and if you like release your forward button, you will slide no matter what you press. And if you press back, you will slide with even better speed. Because fighting in this game is really powerful. It really can kill you in such stages, such as Spirit World. Also Spirit World has my most favorite soundtrack in the game. And Pingu said that I completely don't have a sense of taste of good music. But I don't know, you can just because there's one line in that soundtrack which is like really catching me up, really nice. Not like I woke up that early. I'm just not sleeping because the whole ESA schedule for tonight for me is just so great. Not like I want to sleep anyway. It's midsummer. Next map is map 10, which is a big jail. I don't really want to talk about that one stage. There's progression, but I will talk about that a bit later, so I will just kind of talk about stuff. Yeah, the biggest, the armors in that game like make no sense. You get really armored things, and they give you 10 or 25 armor, which like armor vest, which is good, and like a helmet or something, it gives you 10. But when you get a jacket or a yellow raincoat, they suddenly give you 100 and 200 of armor, which is completely insane. Such a jacket.
So powerful.
Yeah, also, I just seen, yeah, some textures are really bad aligned in that game, so you kinda can go out of bounds without realizing that, and you can get stuck there. And if you get stuck, there's a really high chance of you not getting back in bounds, because even if you get to that place where you completely went out of bounds and now see stuff, you will hit it, you will enter the stage, and then it will send you back for some reason. I don't know. That happened to me in that stage, in stage 10, which is also very long, and in the last stage. The last stage is actually really deadly because I thought it can be a progression trick, but obviously triggers can be hit from out of bounds, so I was kind of disappointed. Yeah, Island Peril is a great game. I mean, totally worth playing. Also, about difficulty. Pingu is playing on the easiest difficulty, which means that he has less enemies. Difficulty in this game doesn't really do anything else. Like, pistol guys will always do 10 damage, shotguns 25, voodoo god 75. 75 is a lot. If you have 3 of them, they can just rip you apart. In map 11 there will be a very difficult place to get through. I mean, speedrun is really risky. On normal playthrough as well, because unlike in Doom, there is no infinite height thing, so you can't just shoot forward and expect enemies to die. You have to aim, and to that you have to press page up and page down, and the game is really sensitive to how hard you press buttons, so you can slightly press page up and you will be already aiming at a completely different spot, and you won't be able to hit the enemy above you. So you kind of want to always have enemies on the same line, because aiming up and down is just stupid. Also, I was thinking, about difficulty again. I was thinking that hard is like super extreme, like enemies will respawn and something like that. I thought it would be like Nightmare in Doom. But all of a sudden it just has tons of enemies, nothing else. So it might be a good thing for speedrun, the only...
What the?
But there is just... on easy there are already some rooms which are tough to get through. And on... how was that? Doctor of Death on your... Doctor of Death something difficulty level, it just makes no sense. It is just absurdly hard because I got... like in Doom, first 2 types of enemies have hit scan damage, so they either hit you or not, so you either die or live. Well, and all the other enemies have projectiles, so you can dodge them. But it's, map 11. Will you go for some jumps in map 11?
I will try it.
Yeah, I found, when I was playing through, I found that you can really progress through stage 11 a bit faster. There's one YOLO jump at the very beginning when you just don't go forward, you turn around and jump on that thing with the key. But this is like not really frame perfect, but a really tough trick to make. And what you have to do here is collect blue key, then go all the way around, open the door, press the key, and then go the way around again. Well, you got one jump, that's good. You probably got both.
Yeah.
And heard the disappointment from you. So yeah, that's good. That saves, in the way Pingu did it, it saves like 30 seconds, and if you do it from the very beginning, it can save up to 50 seconds. So it's kind of one of the... This might be the only real progression trick to skip keys in the game so far. Found by me. This stage has the worst room in the entire game.
Yeah.
Because you, basically when you will go down to press the button, which should be happening right now on stream, according to the delay, then you have to go all the way back, and then you have to drop down, and if you make noise, enemies will just come to the
Ledge.
window, to the ledge which you are jumping from, and they will gather there. When you jump, you will be murdered very hard without any chances to recover, because there's like 5 or 6 hit scans and a lot of other enemies. And the things about big yellow heads, they are not really aggressive. I mean, they are stupid because they just fly around and do nothing. But when they like expect to attack you for a long enough period, then as you show up, they will instantly open fire, and they fire really fast, and they do like 50 or 70 damage. I don't know. What's that clapping?
You will see.
You will see.
And yeah, the options reset every time. You can't do anything about that. I'm so sorry. This game is just so stupid programmed. I mean, just look at this.
In the 6 hours of gameplay, I only had one crash. I don't know. However, through tech war, I played 4 rounds. It's not really the game, it's more to have with DOSBox itself, then again. Because I don't know, I had the same exact errors during the core playthrough. That was really something like that. Well, that still was not the whole map 11, it was like half of a map, so it's kinda good. We're still on the estimate, no war jacket, but not a big problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, this stage completely should have shown up how stupid it is, because there were like idle moments where Pingu was waiting for enemies to jump off the ledge just to their death. That's not really a lot of game left in map 11. Once you start playing this game, it might... Oh, nice death there. Once you start playing through the game, you like really don't know what enemies are like, and you just might be afraid of everything, especially if you play on higher difficulties. But when it kind of catches up, also loading in this game is weird. Sometimes you load and nothing happens, you just have no weapon in hands, it just thinks that you died and gives you a pistol. Something like that, I'm not sure how it works. Also, map 11 isn't that terrible except for the one really bad room and for speedrun strats. I mean, Pingu is obviously not doing the worst strat. The YOLO jump from the very beginning. It is just too bad. Also, that jump is kind of hard because well, as I said earlier, controls can't be changed in the game, and the jump button and sprint button are on complete different sides of the keyboard. And Pingu is obviously playing with mouse, which means he has to put one hand from the mouse over the whole keyboard, so one means he has to cross hands, and then press jump, and then turn back, because turning with arrows is very slow, but turning with mouse, if you have a really high sensitivity, is kind of a better option, because there's no strafing in this game. I mean, there is, you can press Alt and then side buttons, so no strafe. But yeah, strafing. You can press Alt and press side buttons, but the thing is, that's really not comfortable. Because if you will want to do jump, you will already have to press 3 keys, and I don't really think that you can be hitting Alt, Shift, and up key with less than 4 fingers. I mean, it's not possible, because Shift on my keyboard takes 2 fingers, so and if you want to do a straight jump, you kinda have to have your full hand pressing inputs. Also, strafe farming is really weird. I haven't been talking much about it because Pingu doesn't do that. Because it's like a recent strat and stuff, and I do understand that because it kind of sucks how it works. You have to press them in order, like Alt Shift and then arrows. And if you do like Shift Alt arrows, you will start turning around and stuff. And if you want to make a strafe jump, which is you press Alt Shift and then 2 arrows, which is probably already like your whole hand, and then you want to jump, which means you have to press Shift. And since this strafe farming is similar to SR15 Doom, you can't switch your direction. So that means you kinda have to stop pressing Alt and take your hand back to mouse and turn fast, because with arrows you can't really turn fast. This is like really hardcore way of doing jumps. I mean, it is like the fastest way of traveling is strafe jumping, because jump gives you additional speed. A bit, from what I noticed. I don't know if you do it like straight, I don't know if this will be like that, but with strafe it definitely is. But this is kinda not marathon safe at all.
Yeah.
This run is done 100 times before.
Maybe I will do it sometimes when I
I might
really
consider picking this up. Because this game is like, also in this, there are like 2 progressions in map 11. I haven't really told you about second one because I just thought about it. The run, because I saw that Oldball could have jumped there. When you press the switch back in some room, I think you can make a jump. Well, it's already like 2.5 minutes in the game. It's not a marathon safe jump as well. So I kind of with Doom time did the same thing when he was playing Plutonia. He was picking up safe strats marathon, and the game crashed already 3 times. I still underestimate though, I guess, because like next stage is really fast. I think you're already on that stage. You might be.
yeah.
Yeah, stage 12 is like the shortest one in the game. You just go straight. And then stage 13 is kinda dumb, because it will be another stage where you have to run around, pick up keys and press buttons without knowing where to go. Then stage 14 is fast, stage 15 is fast, stage 16 is shit, and stage 17 is kind of random. During that game's marathon, last boss trolled us.
Yeah.
So we had a death there, we had a crash there, and something else, and we just ended up not killing him. Also, I think that you kinda do it not right, but I'm not sure, because there might be a manipulation, but I'm not sure. So I'm not gonna blame you for the last mission, because I can do it faster than you.
Yeah, the problem is the evil boss sometimes gets stuck in some room and then he don't show up where he supposed to be showed up.
Yeah, because it's AI. I think that in speedrun you like might consider thinking of which enemies you want to like lock in some places. Since the AI is stupid and they always going forward, kinda can lure some enemies to the corners from which they will never make out. Well, that's my guess. Also, they can do, like, as I said, they can't infight, but they can damage each other. Not everybody, but at least Voodoo Gods and big yellow masks, they can. I'm kinda running out of words, because if not 3 crashes, this would have been pretty much the 16th stage already, I guess. Because word trackers for the game is 44 minutes. So, and it can be that some of fastest below 52. It might be, I mean, World Record had a lot of gold splits, but
Yeah.
in the same time, there were still some stages which were gold and which were like really slow because you can skip pretty much all the fights in that game. But the thing is, when in most of stages you have to run back and forward, kind of crossing the same things, and for that stages you don't really want to have a lot of enemies stuck together because, well, if it is projectiles, then it's fine, but every stage has a lot of bodybuilders, so that means that shit ton of hit scans, so that means they will eventually hit you once or twice, and if they're like 10 or something like that, guys firing at you at the same time, kinda might become a dead body. So yeah, map 13 is one out of 2 stupid stages left, but the second stupid stage, which will be map 16,
Yeah.
won't be that bad because it is actually small, but the stage 13 is really big. It's like the biggest map. It's not, yeah, probably the biggest.
Yeah, the biggest one.
And you kind of run around, and you always have to cross that big middle of like town or whatever it is, and there will be a ton of enemies. Also, I hope you guys enjoy like environment stuff, which is randomly placed, like flowers. What is this? Some snakes. What was it? This yellow guy, which is like a chair. Amazing stuff. As you might have noticed, well, I'm not really concerned on how much you were using Mambo Grande, but this is the BFG of that game, and it is the most powerful thing. Kills pretty much everything from one shot. Sometimes it kills Flying Yellowhead from one, sometimes it doesn't, and I don't think it ever kills Urugata with one. But unlike in Doom, Mambo Grande does throws that one projectile, which then goes to another projectile. And the Doom BFG is known because it sends a large projectile, which then makes a huge spread of invisible projectiles, which makes that weapon like incredibly powerful against those enemies. Did you die?
No, I have just too many enemies on the spot. And I died.
To map 13.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. That's sad. Bible fun. Right, really. I'm gonna be a spoiler to that chat. Yeah, okay. Up 13 is like the break point of you don't really want to die here. That's what I was talking about, the amount of hit scans, which was incredibly high. That's what literally killed them. The hit scans in this game are much more accurate than in Doom. So yeah, they kill you pretty much. Also, difficulty in Doom like kinda sets the damage that you take from enemies. In Island Peril, you always get the same, so it's 25 from shotgunners, and it is not random. If they hit you, it's 25. In Doom, the shotgun shot is spread, so it can hit you for like 2-3 damage, can hit you for 30-40 damage. Well, everything's possible. But that game is just too lazy programmed. Yeah, there is a story already told. to say it once more. You're Dick Danger, former crime fighter. Once in your past you sent Big Boss to jail. Now he comes out and wants revenge. So he kidnaps Samantha chicks.
Sweet chicks.
Whatever, sweet chicks, whatever. And you kind of have to save her also. Please help. Or something like that, I don't know. Oops. We got a bit of donations on videos, so we might show like ending cutscene or something like that.
Yeah.
Like $10 or something, but good anyway.
You really want to see the cutscenes?
I don't really want to see them all. I mean, I saw them pretty much because I was dying and I was always watching them. Cutscenes will not tell a story at all. I mean, first cutscene tells the story, the last cutscene tells the story. That's pretty much it. All the mid-game cutscenes do nothing to game. They just random enemies talking to you, like, telling what you shouldn't be doing, like, hey you, I will kill you, or something like that. And also great acting.
Yeah.
And I'm really hyped to show all the cutscenes. It depends on time which we'll have at the end of the game. It is already 55 minutes, so we are already not getting the world record by default.
No.
With such many deaths. And the world record is deathless. Little too. Always makes me fun. Okay, I'm kinda clenching it now. Just watching. It was such a difficult stage. I mean, this is probably the most difficult stage. Even the last boss isn't that hard. He can easily be dodged because he shots projectiles.
Yeah, basically, every open field is for me the danger field. If there are too many enemies there.
There are too many hit scans are the curse of every Doom game.
Right.
Also push that module. Wow. Also, the laugh of Voodoo Master, whatever, is really similar to Bodybuilder laugh. So I was kinda, each time I was hearing the laugh during the gameplay, I was like, dude, I have to hide. Well, before I actually realized how fast you can kill Voodoo gods. That sound was kind of scary for me. Have you made it past stage 30? Save now.
Yeah, I will do it.
Yeah, map 14 is really... map 14 is one of my favorite, to be honest, because it kind of has a small packed room full of enemies. At the same time, they're not really going at you from the very beginning. You have to press switches. But these switches are not like in map 13 where you have to run around. You just hit them on one order. You just go from one side to another, press all the switches, and then you go to the upper door. That's kind of the progression. That is really like smart and stuff. Yeah, because this game might seem boring boring. I won't tell that it isn't. It isn't really good before you really realize how bad it is. Then you kind of enjoy this game a lot. Because I also enjoy music, you obviously can't hear it. So it's something that can be happening right now because of technical issues and stuff.
Mojo. Yeah, this game is just a complete disaster. The
I mean, they kind of have interesting enemies except for flying heads, which make no sense at all.
yeah,
If you read the enemy descriptions, there's kind of the stuff which explains that all this is kind of connected to evil forces, so you kind of can accept the voodoo doctors and demon guys with spears which are mojo, but flying heads, what? And also the big flying head is called Witch Doctor, which is obviously doesn't look like.
yeah. I don't even know what they represent. I mean,
Yeah, this game kinda, if it goes above 1 hour, it's kind of what to talk about else. But because of crashes and stuff, it kind of did. We still can hit that estimate, I guess. Because map 15 is like 2 minutes, map 16 is like 3 minutes, or 4, and then last stage. Yeah, we might be able to get them.
hopefully.
If nothing really bad happens, we are there. So. What the stage 15 is, this might look long, and that another stage where you have to run around with less switches, but it is kind of straightforward, so you can just get up and go down, and then just get up the ladder. The stage reminds of Doom 64 map. Can't remember its name. Spiral, I believe. It really looks like one. Oh, you also might have noticed that every pickup sound in the game has every item pickup sound is the same, so it's always like a bell ring, always like bang. For everything you pick up, any ammo, weapons, armor, and stuff. This is always like bang.
Yeah, level 16.
Yeah, good. I mean, yeah, we should do that. We should be able, unless last boss is troll.
Yeah. No.
Because I don't think that stage 16 is hard. Stage 16 is basically the big one bit in the middle. It will collect most of the enemies in there. So you kind of run around, press switches, and then all the enemies which come to you, they either die because they are weak and you shoot them while you move, or they just go at you and fall down, and then they can't get up because, like, they can. To do that, they have to make it up 3 elevators. And that's not really happening. Also, that game is obviously has been selling on CD because cutscenes and the kind of they don't suit up the how was that called?
The atmosphere?
No, you can't really. the size of game is too big. You have to use CD. I mean, was it even an CD in '95? I don't know.
I think it was a CD.
Yeah, it surely has to be because cutscenes,
Yeah.
they're heavy.
I've seen some copies on eBay for like $40 or something.
Damn, I would have paid for that.
Not a single cent.
Dude. Next year, on ESA, raise that donation price, copy of the game.
Rip gamer.
Yeah, hope I can make it to next ESA.
That would be great.
Yeah, because that whole stuff that I'm just doing commentaries it's just popped out of nowhere. I was fine with me not being able to get to that in ESA, but well, it's kind of a way to show up. I'm kind of happy. Kind of feeling like I'm part of that thing, and this is a really great thing.
Yeah. That's why I asked you.
There is no melee weapon in this game, am I right? There is no fist or knife or
No.
something.
Only the pistol with infinite ammo.
Pistol weapon ammo. Kind of fists would have suited that game. I mean, there can be so much stuff done to that game which they didn't even try to like implement. At least fix the AI. That's all that I ask for. Good AI.
What if?
Enemies just,
Yeah.
but enemies just too dumb. It's not even funny.
Fixing the textures or weird glitches.
Yeah, like out of bounds should be fixed.
Yeah.
Textures. I mean, they were. Most of enemies are like have been retextured from original persons, like who appeared in cutscenes in the middle of games. So they look kind of fine. I mean, for me, they still look better than Tech War guys. But I don't know. It's probably the same engine as Tech War, but
Yeah, it's an early build engine.
yeah, but it doesn't have all the mouse features and stuff.
Last level.
Good. I mean, for 3.5 minutes or something. We can make this. I called it 109.59.
That was the boss.
Oh, he already made his.
Yes.
That scared the shit out of me when I first ended up on that stage.
And for some reason you have to do also a puzzle with keys and shit. It's not just a boss fight, no, you have to push buttons.
Yeah, you kind of have to collect one key, open one door and hit a trigger or something, and then the boss will come out. The thing was, when I opened the door, that's why I think that you kind of progress wrong through the stage. It's when I opened the door, which you probably already opened with blue key, you go to that area and there are enemies from the left and right, and I was killing them really slowly, and then all of a sudden a little boss pops out from behind of me, and he kind of could have made it because like angles kind of fine, so he might be able to get through all that without getting stuck. Also, Big Boss is really high and shoots something which actually resembles a pistol, but actually fires 3 rocket projectiles which do a lot of damage. I believe it's 100.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't hit by it. But if you kinda run in a wrong like in wrong direction, you're just getting hit by all three. There will be no spider mastermind. Yeah. So the big boss is kinda cyber demon. That's all that you can get. Enjoy that. Also, the last stage is kind of packed with enemies, but it also has a lot of ammo in it, so you can just rocket rush through it. That's not bad. Like, would have been recommended for it. Have you met the boss already?
No. He just hides from me.
Same thing. Marathon luck.
Totally.
Runs away. And boss isn't like shown on the map like any enemy. He's just normal red dot. So you can't look at the map and figure out, oh, this is the boss, I must go there. Yeah, we kinda went up the estimate, but fuck it for crashes. That never happened before. In one run. Even on the bad games marathon it wasn't so bad. However, I believe we went way far above 110, so it's kind of improvement.
Yeah.
Still good.
He's still not showing up. I don't know where he is.
It's probably somewhere in the middle. Also, the weird thing about the map is that the map screen is actually bigger than the game screen, so DOSBox kind of resizes when you enter the map, at least for me. I don't know what your resolution is.
Same. It always makes it bigger than it is.
But yeah, for you guys who are like wondering why we're going overestimate, we're already like almost over. This is the last stage, the last boss. We kinda had a bad luck with Richard Danger, nothing wrong with it.
And yeah, don't go in this room. This is a messed up room. Don't go in this.
This is out of bounds room.
Yeah.
Probably just showed right now. I went into it in my first playthrough and I got like lost there for like 5 minutes. Then I was able to make out. I also tried to reach the exit trigger from that room, but apparently you won't reach it. You have to kill last boss, I think.
Yeah.
Or just out of bounds doesn't count.
He still doesn't show up. I don't know where he is.
He's probably somewhere in the middle.
Okay, I will check it. Oh god.
If you run around, he's not shown, then he's in the middle.
Oh, okay, I found him.
I hope that wasn't like, oh, I died, oh, I found it. No, wasn't it? Because I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of what he does, and Clever Dan. And that's...
Fuck.
That's like... Did he kill you?
No, he didn't kill me, but I lost a lot of health.
There's a lot around in this stage. He just keeps walking towards you. That's what boss does. I killed him in the same exact place.
Okay, I killed him. Don't clap when I enter the room because the cutscene will trigger. After the cutscene.
Yeah. I will
Time.
trigger.
Dick, thank God you found me. Are you alright?
Everything's cool, Angel.
She's a porn actress.
Let's get out of here.
Her face was thank you. Oh,
Overly
I hope you
attached.
are using my enjoy.
Now clap.
So you might as well show one cutscene.
Okay, I will show at least one
They're
cutscene.
really slow, so not a big problem.
What the hell? Ah.
Morning clapping will trigger cuts.
Yeah, that was a good cut.
Yes.
One of this with great love. So yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for watching this game. This is like one of the most beautiful speedruns. Thanks for staying here.
Yeah, and thank you for commentating. I love it.
Yeah,
Thank you for staying up so long.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, follow Tesuro. He's a really great speedrunner.
Follow him on Twitch TV.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, good night.
Bye.
Good night, good morning.
It's 6 a.m.
Okay, you just saw the 19-year-old Island Peril.
It's too old.
Next game up will then be,
There, watch it.
if I check this correctly, MDK, run by Fatske.